But I don't want to be associated with gender.
Welcome back to Talk Center. Today we will be laughing our brains out to some SJW brain malfunction moments. Stay until the end because you're not going to want to miss out on any of these ones. Exactly. Why don't they leave? If they hate the place, then save yourself and other people the time.
Identify with something. You can actually say you have a different view.
Because of your dissent. So wait, the veritable fact is now racist.
Let me ask you a question. What are you guys protesting? I'm protesting. Why don't you leave? So we should leave. Why don't we Hold on, you're protesting America. Yeah? Okay, why don't you go back to Mexico then? No. Why? If you don't like the place, because they don't want to leave because this is the greatest country in the world. They don't want to leave because this is the greatest country.
Are they just all becoming part of some cult we don't know about yet? Milo is an icon.
Capable of exposing themselves to new ideas, they have demonstrated that they are incapable of engaging in the humble pursuit of knowledge.
This man represents hatred!
You're boring!
This woman is standing up for herself. Does this mean that people aren't allowed to kiss at their weddings?
Don't do it, because it'll just sit wrong.
Then leave. Why are you here? You have your food.
Excuse me, I have a right to be here. This is a place where you eat, not where you make out and spoon.
He just told you.
We are waiting for you to finish up, so we're chatting.
Go make out outside.
You're a heinous person.
You're a prostitute.
Cool.
I'm not getting paid.
How can you make out while here in front of everyone like a while we're trying to eat? There are people here.
So her point was basically that she ruined her marital experience.
I was 18 years old when I got married. I belonged to a very conservative family, a Baloch family, where good daughters never say no to their parents. My father wanted me to get married, and all I said was, if that makes you happy, I'll say yes. And of course, it was never a happy marriage.
Oh, Quentin, you know how to shut them down.
Person with a great deal of acting talent, and yet you haven't really given her many lines in the movie. And I wondered, I guess that was a deliberate choice on your part, and I just wanted to know why that was, that we don't hear her actually speaking very much. And Margot, I wanted you to also comment about being in the film in this part.
Well, I just reject your hypotheses.
My favorite line, you don't know what you're talking about.
And that includes getting a proper education to understand what these issues are that feminists are talking about. The word, when I took a class at Cal State San Bernardino, it was called Perspectives on Gender, and it was taught by 3 professors of different disciplines that gave us the humanities, social science, and natural science basis for a lot of these ideas that feminists are talking about. They didn't come up to us over our heads and beat us over the head with the patriarchy or, safe spaces or any of this crap you talk about, which, by the way, I agree with you on a lot of these things. You don't have to accept these things to be a feminist, by the way. And I think that's kind of what you do, is you kind of strawman feminists and think that that's what it's all about when you don't know what you're talking about. Frankly, I think
This man had great questions. She clearly didn't think it through.
A more equitable and fair system of education as opposed to the really corporate model that we have right now. So the 3 core demands of the National Day of Action are free public college, a cancellation of student debt, and a $15 an hour minimum wage for people who work on the campus.
And how's that going to be paid?
Great question. So I'm not sure if you're talking on like a national level or at particular schools. I can sort of touch on both. At my university, Northeastern University,
someone asked to pick up the tab. Who would that be?
The 1% of people in society that are hoarding the wealth and really sort of causing a catastrophe that students are facing. I mean, we have a relationship right now where 1% of the population owns more wealth than the 99% combined.
This had no right to be this funny.
So it's come to my attention that there's been some controversy.
And it's come to my attention that Voldemort makes YouTube videos. XDDDDDDDD.
Surrounding some 3 little words, and I don't understand why. It's just a bunch of people having hissy fits that their status quos are being challenged.
I bet you he celebrates Christmas anyways. Isn't that a Christian holiday?
You saw that flag, right? With the cross on it? That's a known white supremacist symbol. So them going around pushing their Christianity on people who aren't even necessarily Christian, their obsession with their holiday, their obsession with freedom of speech marks that they want to hurt people.
An Elsa wannabe, or so I assume.
Did you hear? Did you hear? The girls are in control. We're reversing gender roles. We don't need.
This man really has a good point. They literally whine about everything.
Look at all the cereal you gave him. I want more cereal. Now, that's when you've got 5-year-old twins like I do, you hear a lot of that kind of stuff. And that's why I have become less and less patient with feminists as a parent, because I already have to deal with exactly this kind of whining in my house. I don't want to have to deal with it out in the world too, or when I go online. But it's the same kind of thing. It's just constant comparing. Oh, you gave him more than her. That's not fair. It's not fair.
He or she got told.
It is bullshit.
I'm so sorry. And you think rape culture is a fucking
Can you just wait? We'll have a conversation afterwards.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. There's no conversation that needs to be had. Rape is fucking serious. Rape has happened to me 4 fucking times, and I'm sick and tired of this fucking debate. Men need to respect women. Period.
So you should respect women.
I'm sorry. I am a woman, so fuck you if you don't think so. I don't really have time for this. And I don't have time.
My mistake.
You're going to let me speak because here's my truth. I've been raped 4 times. I've known women that have been raped multiple times, gruesomely. And how dare you sit up here and try to say that women aren't worth respect? Fuck you.
I didn't say that.
I am a woman. I just became a woman. It's just like, are you fucking kidding me? People don't even respect me, period. And I'm already black, so it's just like, yeah.
How can you not have a gender?
Is none. I enjoy dressing in a more feminine, I guess, way. But I don't want to be associated with gender. I enjoy looking like a clown. I kind of view myself as a doll. I don't abide by gender. I'm built different.
She seems like she was on some sort of illegal substance.
Vote for Biden. It feels like voting for a Republican. But I'm gonna do it. You wanna know why? Because the alternative is a f***ing fascist. A fascist is a fascist! Maybe we can have the conversation about dismantling the 2-party system when a fascist isn't running! Maybe we can do that later, kiddo!
That brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then you know what to do with those like and subscribe buttons. Thank you for watching, and see you next time on Talk Center.